Let's get into the shits.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's happening? It's good, folks. It's highly offensive. Episode 117. What's this? Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go back to doing it manually. But
get an upgrade yet.
Yeah.
Well, now I got edit the part where I said we did, but you know what I mean? Like, but anyways, yo, what's good, folks, man? Happy holidays. Y'all know it's about to be Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's every kid's, you know what I mean, awaited moment, like that time of the year. You know what I mean?
Parents' nightmare.
Santa Claus is coming to run your pockets.
Hell yeah. Give me that. You know what I'm saying? I want my money. But I don't know. It's great though to be able to see them enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like that's it's such, because like we know what it's like being kids. You know what I mean? Like especially like when you grow up in certain environments where like you don't get like gifts like all year round type shit. Like you know what I mean? Like and not to you know put down my parents or anything like that. Like because they did the best that they could with the situation that they had. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm so fucking thankful and proud of the job that they did. But understanding that, like, and being like that same, like, I can't give gifts all year around type of shit. But I know, like, for sure, like, when Christmas is coming, let me set something to the side. You know what I mean? Sacrifice a little, like, go to work more, fucking spend less. You know what I mean? Like, and so that you could put those smiles on their faces and see them be happy and you know create those memories for them, just like somebody created memories for you. You know what I mean? Like so, I hope you guys are out there having a great time. You know what I mean? I know the world is getting crazy. I heard the other day, Party City, they shut down. They went bankrupt, and they just told their employees with 1 day notice, like, yo, y'all fired. Y'all let go. Like, yeah, like, and to me, that's just like for example, Joe Budden was making fun of them, like pretty much like saying like, oh, if they was working at a Party City, like they wasn't gonna have no gifts to give anyways, type of shit.
Damn.
But for me, it's like, yo, like it's fucked up because it's like, especially like in states like New York and shit like that, where people have to like really bust their ass just to pay the mortgage because the rent's fucking, or I mean, the rent is fucking, you know, $3,000, $4,000 a month or whatever. Yep. On top of all the other things that they're paying for, just food and basic necessities, to then try to, you know, take care of their kids and put, you know, these gifts for them. Like for me, that's not a laughing matter. Like, because I know the like for example, right? I never told this story before, I don't think, but there one night, this guy at work when I was a manager at a certain place I cannot name because of legal reasons. When I was there,
no, you can't.
Don't fucking like
just leave it there.
Leave it there. But when I was at this place and I was a manager, this guy he was from New York, got real fucking mouthy with me one day. So like I pulled up in the office and I was just like, yo, like we not having that. Like I could have your ass fired. Like so I suggest like you stop tripping, dog, because you know what I mean? Like I fucks with you, like, and you like I don't like you work your ass, you know what I'm saying? Like you work hard, like sometimes, you know what I mean, like you be showing up late and shit like that, but like you good people, so like don't take it there and I won't like take shit. So like after we chopped it up for a couple minutes, like he starts crying and he was telling me about how like he felt bad because like pretty much all he stayed at the hotel that was behind the restaurant, and like there was a lot of people that lived at that hotel, like paying monthly or whatever, that would work at that spot. So fucking he was one of them, and like he was just telling me like, yo, like I got my check and that was just straight rent, like for that. Like I don't even got enough to put some presents under my for my kids. Like He's like, you know how it feels like, how shameful it feels like to be the man of the house and not be able to provide gifts for my kids. Like, he just broke down in tears in front of me, and that was a very humbling moment for me as a man, because we all know like what it feels like to cry, but at least for me, like, you never want to try and cry in front of other people, especially at work. You know what I mean? Like, so like for him to break down in front of me like that, like, that was a very vulnerable and humbling moment, and it just put into perspective just like how unrewarded sometimes men are, like, and just giving, doing their best to just provide, and sometimes not being able to see the fruits of their labor and enjoy that. And especially when you work in, high pressure jobs where, like, people are on you and shit, like, it sucks. It really does, because like you almost have nothing to live for. And you got these people in your fucking face, like, I need to like this, like that, or being disrespectful or fucking, whatnot. And it's just like, you just trying to scrape by just to provide a roof for your kid's head. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even knowing that you ain't even gonna have enough to give them shit for Christmas. And here come this fucking dickhead fucking trying to fuck with you on your job. Like, I get it. Like, it sucks. So I hope you guys are out there having a great Christmas this year. I know it was scary that we just avoided a government shutdown. Fucking, the military almost had their checks furloughed and shit, like, and as well as the other government employees and shit. So, like, that's just unacceptable. I just hope that you guys are out there doing great, and that you're spending time with your loved ones, and that you're creating good times and good vibes, and you know what I mean. And we're all motivated going into 2025, because we all need some motivation to get us out this fucking mess. Yeah. But what do you guys think about just like next year? Like, what are your thoughts going into the new year? You know what I mean?
See what it has in store for us.
Just
especially with these new jobs.
He's about to talk about the Kendrick tickets.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But I definitely feel that. What about you, Matt?
I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what's gonna happen in the next year. So yeah, I mean, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I'm a little nervous, honestly. I mean, we got Trump about to take second command again. Fucking, we got these goddamn
aliens.
I don't know what.
Drones,
you know what I mean? Like, out there.
Energy orbs, beings, things.
We got just like, I don't know, the other day, I just seen on TikTok, Putin was telling us, like, hey, y'all want to spar with nukes? Like, we could run a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Like, y'all send y'all shit, we'll send our shit. Like, I'm like, yo, like,
how do you call for the nuclear fade? Like, what kind of shit is that? Yo, that's some crazy shit.
That shit is scary, man. Like, so I'm really just hoping that, like, next year it's not like that, yo. Because I'm about to go to college. But, like,
hopefully the aliens save us, son. I'm telling you.
I'm not
let Nuke go. The aliens will be like, please, and we're like, all right.
If Jesus comes from space, I'm gonna be a little fucking worried. Like,
I don't know. I mean, like, they always say they take shape and form that we just can't understand, like our brain can't. So maybe they are, like, look different, but to us they present themselves that way. We just can't understand it, and that's why it's like, it's hard for any, like, people, when people describe their encounters in the Bible, it's very vivid. You know what I'm saying? But it almost seems like they're tripping
Jesus was
out.
Born. He didn't come down off a rocket ship.
I'm not saying that it's Jesus. I'm just saying it could be his people's. He came as he was, but not everybody else did, nigga. Like, don't tell me that. Like, you can see it clearly depicted in the book. When they mentioned everybody from the other side, it was some trippy, like, I can't envision this in my mind
Nah.
type shit. Like,
No, definitely. I mean, because like a lot of the times you see the angels tell the guy, like the humans that they present themselves in front of, "Be not afraid, be not afraid." Like,
and you won't have to say that if it looks like anything you recognize, nigga. Like, have you ever met a nigga and be like, be not afraid because they're scared of your presence? Like, and they don't, their mind's about to implode on what it's seeing. Like, that you've got to be something that looks otherworldly. Like, I don't know how to explain it, at least like in presence or whatever. It might be a ambient, maybe their aura just like shakes us and we're just like, what the fuck is that? And they're like, calm down. We get this when we're around clouds. Be not afraid.
I'm gonna be dropping a little deuce. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's like I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I like am here on Earth and I run into like any kind of supernatural shit, like some aliens like abducting niggas and shit, looking like the Rapture outside, like I'm shitting myself a little. Like it might just be like just a little like a little Nezzy, you know what I'm saying? Like a little, Tootsie, you know what I mean? But like for a split second, oh shit, like it's just so beyond like what we can imagine. I would think, and like here's hoping that 2025 is supernatural free. Like, and we're just like, like we've been, even though all we've been doing is fucking shit up. But you know what I mean? Like,
well, somebody got something right because apparently Fortnite is giving people back money for 2025. So let's play the clip.
More than 600,000 players of the online video game Fortnite will soon receive refunds. Federal regulators ruling that the developer, Epic Games, tricked people into making unwanted purchases.
Get your money. Get your money. Get your Fortnite money.
$2 million to impact the players in the United States.
Yes, you've been impacted. If you've been impacted by Fortnite, call 1-800. $114. Get your money.
1-800 Fortnite.
$114. If you played Fortnite, right? I played Fortnite. You play Fortnite? We all play Fortnite. We got to get our. You've been impacted. You've been impacted. Get your money from Fortnite. 72 million. That money's your money. Go get that money.
I think like they release it like the when I saw the payments that are going to go out are based off like how much you spent into it. Like, so if you don't really contribute to the funds,
yeah, I know Eli got receipts. Yeah, his 114. I'm gonna tell him, saying you've been impacted. Go get your money.
We've been impacted.
114.
But
probably based on how many players they have. So I mean, depends.
That just goes back to that conversation we we're having earlier about video games and how they abuse the players, how they these microtransactions are like it's fucked up. Like it's not right.
I mean, that's what they do. That's their business model right now.
But the problem is that like the business model is little kids right now. You know what I mean? Like little kids who go and make their parents feel guilty, like for not having, fucking the right skins or some bullshit.
That's why I can appreciate like full games, like games that you buy and they're like in and by themselves, like a full game. You don't really need, that's what I mean. Like those types of games are my favorite games. Like I love like Final Fantasy. I love fucking all the RPGs because they're built to be a whole game and for you to have replayability within the game. Like it's meant for you to be enjoying. Like your money was well spent buying that game. So if you bought that game and another game and only had a little bit of time, you get the full money out of the game. You wouldn't have to buy a DLC or. And
I will say, shout out to CD Projekt Red for when they did release Cyberpunk. It came out glitchy. Mm-hmm. But they made sure that they patched that shit up and they fixed it. They added on a whole bunch of other things multiple times. You know what I mean? Like with several free DLCs. Yeah. I mean, sure there was one paid DLC that they offered, but that shit was a visual masterpiece. Fucking hours worth of gameplay and fucking all that. So it was well worth the price. So thank you, CD Projekt Red, for giving us players a work of art that we could spend hours upon hours upon hours replaying and really was worth our money, You know what I mean? Like, and didn't take advantage of us. So, fuck the makers of Fortnite and fuck the makers of 2K, EA Sports, and all them niggas, because y'all be doing that bullshit with the VC. Fucking oh, I'm going to.
Not gonna work.
It is gonna work. Y'all don't put your juju on me and shit. Fucking but what's next?
What's next? I mean, whew, I don't know how we introduced this one, but old man kills a pregnant intruder as she fled with her boyfriend.
You gotta hear the clip.
I was trying to do a segue, nigga. I don't even know what the fuck.
He managed to get his 22 caliber Smith & Wesson revolver. He says when that unarmed couple saw his gun, they took off out the back door.
When I upped the blicky, I chased him.
Bam, bam. And since then, there has been a swift and almost split reaction on social media sites. While some say they would have done exactly the same thing, others say gun owners don't have the right to shoot a robber outside their home. Investigators have looked at both sides of this coin. Long Beach detectives have much to consider. Rear says he has no regrets and has a warning for the alleged partner in crime still wanted tonight.
I shot her, so that's going to leave a message on his mind.
That sound like Clint Eastwood and Gran Torino.
that nigga.
Like just some old man with like a fucking handgun. Just
he's like, I have no regrets. Fuck her and that dead baby. That nigga is crazy. Yeah,
that shit is crazy.
I don't know.
It's just like, but there are people out there that are like that, where it's like if you trespass their shit, like
I have the right to kill you. But that's like the I guess the sticky part. Like the
problem is that it was
the stage.
They ran away.
The state. No, I mean not that. Like depending on the state, like you could be tried for manslaughter for that shit, for shooting him in the back.
That's what I'm saying. Like because they had ran away and they were off property when he shot them.
They were no threat to him for him to actually fatally kill anybody. So like the fact that he did it on his property, off his property, whatever, whether you have the right to murder someone if they're on your property or not is up for debate depending on what state you're in. You know, because the laws interpret it differently. You can't do that.
But if you ask the majority, like, which you got to remember, the majority is white America. Like the majority of like, hey, you know, do you believe that this would be like something that
that's what I mean. It depends on the state. If you're in New York and you shoot somebody in the back and they're running away and they're off your property, they're not, you could get tried for fucking manslaughter. You probably get convicted in New York. But in like
Florida,
Atlanta or Florida, then it's, you know, it might be a little different. But stand your ground is to defend you if you're getting attacked, not if someone's running away. So if you shoot him in the back, it's intent. It's intent. When you shoot him in the face,
they use stand your ground in other scenarios where it wasn't like direct conflict type of shit, and they won. You know,
they didn't shoot niggas in the back though. You shoot somebody in the back, it's a different kind of intent. You're not like, for instance, you can't say I'm scared for my life and the person's running away.
Up this case for me. There was a case in Florida where old man had shot some black teenagers for playing music too loud at a gas station or something like that. And I want to say that he used stand your ground as a defense.
A 15-year-old shot and killed after dispute.
This morning of the 15-year-old who was shot to death outside of an apartment building in South Miami.
NBC6's Julia Vine joins us live this morning with new details.
I think this is just this is something else. My bad. That's just some random kid that got shot in the back. The old man shot. I put old man. The fudge. 15.
I don't know how old the kid was, but I don't really. He shot a car full of some teens over some loud music.
It says white Florida woman sentenced for fatally shooting her black neighbor through the front door last year. Right. Shooting.
I'm glad that bitch got a sentence though.
Like this is like a good example. He shot him after he mistakenly went to the man's house. Must stand trial. Like he had to go to trial. I don't have anybody that got Florida man uses stand your ground. All right, let's say he's 45. Unarmed black teen. Stand your ground. I don't know. Oh, it says,
I don't know. Maybe
that one.
Maybe I'm tripping.
It says Florida man uses stand your ground defense in killing a black teen over live music.
I knew I wasn't bugging.
It says in 2012.
Did he get sentenced? Or did he get found not guilty?
I don't know. Let's see. Found no weapons. It didn't really specify. Let me see. What was it? Let's see. What the fuck is his name? Michael Dunn. Look this thing up. Let's see. See what the fuck about Mr. Dunn. Mr. Dunn.
But I mean, like, that's fucked up. Like, kids just listening to music loudly, and you're just like, I hate that rap music. Like, that's not standing your ground. You know what I mean? Like, but white.
Where are they playing the loud music at?
I want to say like it was like a gas station or something like that.
Yeah,
Like,
It says Michael Dunn convicted of killing 17-year-old after telling teen to turn down rap music, loses appeal. So like, that's what I mean. Like, you can't
thank
be
God.
doing that shit. Like,
Thank God.
but this to me is like different because like there's like castle laws in certain states where you can kill someone if you're at like if you're in your house and they're a threat to you, you can kill them if they're not supposed to be there, right? And you have a gun. You don't have to know if they're armed or not. It's just you have to be fear for your life. But so like they're facing you and they're close, you're good, right? But if they had turned around and they're trying to get out your house and you like say they're opening the door and you shoot them in the back, you're getting convicted for manslaughter in New York.
Look at the Trayvon Martin case. Like,
that's what I'm saying. It depends.
You know,
depends on the
neighborhood
state.
watch,
Depends on the
following
jury.
the kid. You know what I mean? Like, past his place. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, there are scenarios though.
But he didn't shoot him in the back. He shot him right in front of him.
Well, yeah, but
he was facing him.
He chased them down, and they got into a tussle, and then they're in the mid tussle. He shoots him or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
But he initiated.
You can see, a reasonable person can say in that regard that somebody could discharge a firearm if there are two people fighting and there's a condition that happens, right? So like that's obvious. That can happen. But you intentfully shot someone in the back as they're fleeing you. They are not a threat. So you have the right to kill someone when they're not a threat to you, and that depends on what state you're in. If you're in, I'm telling you, exactly. He got murdered for it. That's what I'm saying. It depends.
No, but I'm
on
saying like how people are gonna feel about it. But what trust me, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Like in my personal opinion, it's fucked up to shoot a fleeing person. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
And I get like being upset that somebody's trying to, go
break into your house.
You know
what I mean? Like, yeah, like I would definitely feel like scared and fucking like. But once like I see like they're running away, and most likely they're not gonna come back now. They're not. They realize, oh shit, the motherfucker got a gun. Let me not, you know what I mean, go over there or type shit. So for me, like I think like he was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like in what he did. And yes, he should suffer the consequences for it. But I'm just trying to broaden, I guess, the topic of like, for example, these scenarios, like we've seen Daniel Petty, he got off for choking out Jordan Neely, you know what I mean? Like, and how even though that was excessive beyond, what we would think it would take to, pin someone down, you know what I mean? Like, but yet because the fear that was created by Jordan Neely to all the other passerbys, the passengers, that was a justification now for him to lose his life. You know what I'm saying? Even though like we know it's not right, you know what I mean? Like for someone to lose their life over some shit like that, like, but yet and legally and the court of law or whatever the fuck, it can be warped and into that way. So, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's, like, for example, it's going to be hard because again, this is an old white guy. You know what I mean? Like, we know white people get off like all kinds of shit as already as is. So for someone to, breaking into his house, like, and him going on his vigilante shit, like, we see how people supported this motherfucker Luigi. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm one of them too. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, fuck the healthcare system and fucking those motherfuckers that profit on people. But like, how are people? That's why I say, like, the majority of like white America, I think, will side with this white guy because they broke into his place. They were a threat to him, and he felt like maybe, like, even though they had left, that they were still a threat that needed to be taken out, like, in some sort of way. They could see that, you know what I mean? Like, and especially like if that woman that he shot was of color, you know what I'm saying? Like brown or black, you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna find some justification, you know what I mean? Like, even though morally we know it's wrong, you know what I mean? But it's just one of them gray zones, I guess, in America.
Yeah, it's interesting. What else is interesting? These niggas from McDonald's that Luigi was at getting negative reviews. It's kind of like silly if you ask me. I don't know, because like they nigga snitched to the customer essentially.
Well, I mean, the woman that snitched lost her job.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, she couldn't work there no more. It was too Polish.
Negative comments molded for at least 5 different McDonald's locations listed in Altoona on Yelp.
Damn.
This fast food restaurant houses a clear among its employees.
You got snitches in there.
One side or pause. One restaurant that normally receives 1 Yelp review every month or two received about 100 one-star reviews.
Yo. Niggas went Yelp crazy on these niggas. You'll never have a good.
Have you ever had such a bad experience that has caused you to leave like a negative review of a restaurant?
Yeah, but I forget who I did it on.
I don't think you posted this one, yeah.
I think the only one I did it to was the legal situation, which I cannot talk about. But yeah, no, I don't.
Yeah, I think you posted this one twice because this one's not there. It's just this one twice, or unless it's down here. Oh, that's it.
Oh, I did it at Walmart's.
But I want to go live with my mom. I'm like, baby, what's wrong? She said, nothing. I just feel like you're way too strict. I'm like, you're 8 years old. Like, there's just certain stuff you can't do. She said, I get that, but I want to go live with my mom. I'm like, baby, my mom don't have finances to take care of you, which is why you live with me. She said, Dad, money ain't everything. I'm like, well, what is then? She said, freedom. Say less. I gotta go live with her mama. A week later, she called me. She said, Dad, I'm hungry. Can you send me something to eat or bring me some food? I said, no. How your mama doing? She said, my mom said she don't have money to buy groceries or food. I'm like, oh, you mean to tell me you can't buy groceries with your freedom? This money is kind of important, man. She said, Daddy, I understand now. I said, no, you don't. So I picked her up at the dinner table and let her watch me and her siblings enjoy dinner while she sat there hungry.
Damn. I mean, that's pretty cold. Your kid. It's pretty fucked up.
How
who's picking these topics? Honestly. Fucking nah. Let's. I wouldn't do that. Would you do that to your kid?
My parents would have. Dad would have.
Put them on FaceTime. Like, look at that. You hit in front of you real quick. Like that's pretty fucked up. That's some like next level cannibal type shit. Animal type shit.
Definitely, but hell yeah.
Nah, you don't do
That's
that
definitely a lesson though that the little girl gonna learn.
I hope so.
So
if she makes it from living with her mom, she apparently ain't got no money for food.
Yeah, damn. That's why I'm so glad that I was raised in a stable 2-parent household. Like, and even though like my
where
I wasn't raised with my biological father. Like, I'm glad like I never like got to see him too much. Like, because I could picture me going hungry at Dad's house. Like,
Oh, like I thought, okay, got to see him at a
Like-
morning with his house.
yeah, like if Mom would have sent me over to his crib or some shit, like I could definitely like just see like just niggas going hungry. It's just like,
See, we're talking about typical black and brown experiences, but if you were white, what would happen? I wonder. Florida gamer arrested for killing his father after his dad reportedly asked him to get a job, according to local police. Pretty fucking bad. Is this a video? Is this a video?
nah.
No, okay. So yeah, that's I guess yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I don't know. Is it like statistically more white people than?
Yeah.
than like, I need to look this up. I need to confirm my bias real quick.
For prejudices.
Oh, sorry, the sad board's bad.
But I don't know. Like, what do you think about for example, like as kids grow up in this new generation where there's all this streaming and where playing games is a viable option for them to become like a career path, like, right? So, like, for example, what if like 5 years from now, let's say 8 years from now, like, nah, I ain't finna get a job and contribute to the house. Like, I'm gonna play these games until this shit pans out and I become a streamer and make money off this shit. Like, what you gonna do then?
Was like, fuck up that bitch, get a fucking job. What do you mean, no? No.
Well, then what happens though? Like, if he like goes and gets an AR and
No.
decides to light up the house, you know what I mean? Like, but no, this is a joke. Isaiah won't have access to things like ARs because, you know what I mean, we're not white. But like now little handgun, you know what I'm saying, like, or something,
Block.
little BB gun, maybe you might have to wear it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, where do they get access to these guns?
they're military families. All right,
Yeah.
fucking uncle brought something back from Baghdad.
I haven't found any facts
Right.
to back what I'm saying, but I'm looking.
Sorry,
We already know. You don't need to-
you're just racist.
I'm wondering. I want to know.
I'm joking because I know I'm definitely I can't throw racism on anybody because I got too many racist jokes in the tuck. But I don't know. Like, would you be okay with like your kid being like a streamer, like a video game playing ass nigga?
I want him to go to school.
But I'm saying, like, let's say he goes to school, finishes high school,
Sure.
and then like he's like, all right, now I'm just gonna play.
I mean, and,
play video
that's
games
where
and-
it's like a line because you don't want to be the parent that doesn't motivate their child to do what they do, and push for what they're passionate to. But you also, can't be the parent to enable your child to stay at home all day and don't do that. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like, I'm sure a lot of these like people that influencers had a job before, like, unless they're like these already rich, well-off people. But for the most part, I'm sure they had a job before the whatever it is that they were influencing kicked off. You know what I mean? And to tell your child that it's okay to sit home all day and pretty much do nothing. Fuck no. Fuck out of here. Like, soon as I turned 18 and I was slumping in the couch, you knew Dad was like, go get a fucking job. Like,
Okay, well, let's reverse it. What if you had a daughter and she wanted to have an OnlyFans?
I don't know.
But what if it was like super successful already, and you ended up finding out,
I mean,
like, let's say 2 months into it, and she's up $1 million.
I just think it
Like-
depends on her age. Like, I don't ever want, like, I still remember, and this, even though like Mom will like suck her teeth when I bring it up, this has been something that stuck with me. Like, when I was of age and I got a tattoo and she completely stopped talking to me for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be that parent that the child's already grown, and like, I don't want to.
That's what I'm saying. She's 18. Let's say like an 18-year-old.
That's on her. Like, it's her decision to do what she wants to do in life.
But if Isaiah wanted to be an 18-year-old streamer,
Huh?
that wouldn't fly.
I mean, I'm not gonna force him to do it. If he doesn't want to.
I'm
If
just-
he's making money, you know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah,
Like-
I'm not like, and it goes again to what I'm saying. Like, if it's something that's gonna pay off, but like if he's just sitting at home and nothing, and
but it doesn't pay off in the beginning. It's like podcasting.
then you're gonna have to get a job and be able to develop whatever it is that you develop as far as being an influencer.
Mm.
Like it's no, I'm not gonna no.
Speaking of parents sticking up for their children, Haitian gang leader unleashes deadly massacre, killing over 100 after accusing elders of using witchcraft to harm his son. 100 people to protect his child from witchcraft.
Yeah, that's like that reminds me of like the Salem witch trials. Like, can you imagine like if you got accused and you had nothing to do with the voodoo? Like, so it was just like,
You use witchcraft on my son. I was on vacation. I swear to God, I was not here last week when they had that meeting in the hut, nigga. I wasn't here. I was in Morocco. I swear to God, nigga. You must fucking die.
that shit is crazy.
You
yo,
look like the nigga that looked
Yeah,
like
that's
the
like
nigga.
the whole. That's like their whole.
that's a village.
That's their people. That's like their whole piece right there. Like, what are you doing? That's crazy.
Why does it say voodoo gets canceled? Is that what you're referencing this?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
caption. You know what I mean? Saying no
That
more
nigga-
voodoo in Haiti.
That nigga definitely.
But
Yeah, that shit definitely got canceled there. Oh
And when
man,
they accuse his son of doing what?
of trying to like do witchcraft on his son. Like he accused all those, I guess, people.
I mean, do y'all believe in voodoo?
Don't do no voodoo on my kids. I'd probably spaz out too. I don't know about killing 100 people. Like I don't think 100 people.
Gather all the magicians.
Who does voodoo?
Hang them by their neck.
Nigga probably posted some shit on Craigslist like
Whoever showed up.
voodoo confession.
You're an idiot.
These niggas shut up like, yo, we're about to do the finest voodoo, nigga, learn about technique. My cousin Ray going, my grandma going.
What is that,
The red wedding and shit.
6 5
Just stick that nigga out. Ah, that would be fucking hilarious. Yo, I'm telling you. I mean, like, no, I mean, if it was actually went down that way, or some like funny Zoolander type shit. Like that's some. If you got a bunch of niggas to meet in an area to murder them all, there's some like not. I guess there's a little humor to it. 'Cause it's like, how did you fall for that?
Mm.
Y'all all get there and it's like, where's the cheese and biscuits, nigga? Like, you ain't got no drinks out this motherfucker, no tables. What kind of convention is this, nigga?
That's nuts.
But yeah, that nigga had some extreme planning to take out that many niggas.
I mean, it could mobilize probably like the army unit.
This
It's
nigga
like,
John Wick, the whole
get 'em.
village.
Get them. Like it's scary though. I mean, that's what happens when you like. I was about to say live in Haiti, but
Yo,
that's gonna sound
Damn.
so racist.
just a little bit.
I know, you're not wrong.
But you know what I mean, and the same thing applies to places like Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. Like,
All I
when you
can-
live in certain places, like there is crime. You just have to adapt and survive, or fucking fly to the United States and start a podcast. I chose my route.
I hope that everybody that died was actually practicing witchcraft or whatever on their
Hell
side.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it reminds me of like the Salem witchcraft trials. Like, you know how many witches got burnt at the stake that were just like not witches?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I hope they were gang and they didn't just die for no reason, because at least like there'd be maybe I don't think they all did witchcraft on his son specifically. Like that's
No.
crazy. That's
not
mad
all
niggas.
100. There was definitely some people there that were just like at the wrong spot at
Yeah,
the
for
wrong
real.
time, like probably just fucking getting a little drink or like
It's like, you do
smoking.
voodoo? I don't know. What? I just dropped off a letter. Like, you died. Like, throw that nigga in the pile of niggas.
Mm.
You probably posted that shit on social media like, fuck with my son, you died, bitch.
Feed them to the crabs.
I think he got that up as a wallpaper on his computer somewhere. Oh man. All right. Speaking of vicious, unprovoked attacks, self-proclaimed Nazi attacks a law receptionist. I mean, he came in there swinging. I think he had a knife. And so let's comment on this technique. Came in there pretty barefaced, had basic mask on. He got the jimmy in his hand. Oh, dude got him by the door. Looks like he got sneakers on. He got a grip on that carpet. He's trying to cut him.
It's failing.
He's failing terribly because he's like, yo, bro, you need to do more push-ups. And his boy came in with the mustard shirt. You know what I'm saying? I think nope. Yep. Came in with the mustard shirt. Stop that shit. Yeah, he didn't do a good job.
Which reminds me, you gotta be a little careful though, because our last podcast got copyright claimed
For what?
for playing TV off. But
no.
yeah.
Damn.
Gotta be a little careful, is what I'm saying. But
oh damn! Look! I didn't even get to pull it up. Oh. Okay. So that's
what is which side?
Oh, the next topic, maybe. Oh shit! Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you think that's false?
I mean, if they're reporting it that way, probably not. I mean, it is likely not factual if they said so. Like they made a whole article out of it. Why they would, I don't know. Why they put the.
You don't think it could be a cover up? I saw a video on TikTok the other day of a plasmoid or whatever, one of those plasma type craft, like stuck in a tree or some shit, like it had crashed in there. Or whatever.
It's hard to tell nowadays. Like that's the truth. Like
yeah, definitely with AI, it doesn't help. But
hell no, nigga.
But I also know, like, I don't trust like fact checkers like that. Like when it comes to conspiracy theories, because they'd be quick to be like, "Nah, it's bullshit," and then it's like I remember when they were like saying Pizzagate was bullshit, like, and then here we are years later, and we find out that like, yeah, no, that shit was real. And pizza's code word for this and that. So like, I don't.
Let's look up the actual information and see what it says. And it matches up. Let's see what the picture looks like. So, no! Fucking bitch. It's an advertisement. It is. Another advertisement. I'll be trying to get you, I'm telling you. 5 seconds. Okay, this is not showing me anything. I thought this would be the plane crashing. It's the Grinch being arrested. So it's only the Greenwich time.
What do you think about the New Jersey drone situation, Kelly? Like, you think like all that shit up there is all us? You think it's any enemy aircraft, or like, do you think that there's some unknown aspect to it?
What do you mean unknown?
As in unidentified, phenomena.
I mean, again, I don't. You can't be naive enough to believe, and I've said this many times. The universe is as big as it is, and we are the only ones inhabiting it.
So this was actually a plane. I don't know if somebody like photoshopped it somewhere, but look, it's the same scene.
Okay.
Allegedly, like that's it, like right there.
But it is so hard to believe anything anymore. With
yeah, like I can't tell. Like that looks a little different to me. I really can't see.
But I don't know if to say that what's happening in Jersey is what I think it is.
No,
like, for example, like why would aliens start in Jersey? That'd be like the most obvious question. Like if aliens were to start invading right now, why would they show up
mean, Jersey
Jersey,
has like those
of all
3
places.
states, like with mad people connected to it, like right there. So it's like Jersey, New York, and then like I forgot what else is right there. But they're all there. The tip of like Massachusetts, like all that shit's connected. Like in that, all these densely populated areas are pretty much right where Jersey meets all of them together.
I mean, for me, like I'd wonder like if there's any like nuclear weapons there, like or nuclear facilities, like. That'd be like the only reason why I would think like aliens would be popping up there. Like, cause they seem to be, keep an eye on
they're coming to
military
clap
installations.
the American cheeks, and they're coming for the booty, yo. I'm telling you. And they're coming to take us down, do some crazy shit.
But I do think like 80% of it is our drones. Like, I do think like the majority of the shit that people are seeing.
The orb shit? Nah.
Yeah, the plasmoids, it's a bit tougher to yeah, but like 80% of it, like I do think it's like just regular bullshit drones, like. But I don't know. Some of it looks too advanced to be like some regular shit that like. I don't know. But I was telling Matt, I wish we could do like Nope and just have like cameras out back, record like space, fucking like just.
You think it's they're like Nope?
Definitely, I do think that they have camouflaging systems where like they could pretend to be clouds, they could pretend to be other aircraft, they could, like just. Shapeshifts or whatever you want to call it, but I don't know, like I haven't seen enough videos to really of them doing that to really understand how it would work, when but
yeah. Oh no. Well, speaking of things that are fucking out of this world, Israel drops an earthquake bomb on Syria that registers with the Richter scale. Richter scale. It's fucking nuts. I don't know what's wrong with them niggas. Like, why you keep killing people?
Well, from what it looks like they want to colonize Syria too. Like they established like so for example, they have established boundaries where Syria and Israel kind of have their own shit. And pretty much like Israel's like creating buffer zones into Syrian territory, saying like, oh, we need to put this base here so like we can invade and fight the fucking the rebels or whatever the fuck. But it just seems kind of like the same thing with Palestine settling. We're just gonna take this land and make it ours. But for me, the crazy part is something like you just seeing that shit, like an earthquake bomb, like that shit. I forget like exactly. I think I want to say like a 3-mile radius, but like that shit was powerful.
Oh yeah.
Like and they're just throwing at nearly. It wasn't like Syria did like some terrorist attack or some shit. You know what I mean? Like to warrant that. Like Syria was just doing its own fucking thing, and then like here comes Israel with a fucking bomb that like registers as a 3.0. Like
hit him with the.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it's pretty fucked up.
Take over.
Take over the world, baby. I'm coming for the booty. Speaking of the world, I don't know how this.
Glover in 2019. 2 people took their debate to court in a civil case for about $10,000. But here's where it gets interesting. The case wasn't just about money, it was about proving whether the Earth is a globe or The two individuals presented their evidence. Therefore, whoever proved their side would win the case. Naturally, you'd assume the globe Earth side would win, right? But that's not what happened. In fact, the judge ruled that there was zero evidence to prove the Earth is a globe, and the flat Earth side won the case. But the story doesn't end there. The globe Earth advocate was so upset that he went back to court for a second trial. Therefore, you'd think he'd be better prepared this time. But once again, the globe Earth side lost. Flat Earth won for the second time. So here's my question. If a court of law can rule against the globe Earth side, shouldn't we be questioning everything we've been taught? After all, courts have the power to put someone away for life for murder based on evidence. But in this case, the evidence pointed to flat Earth. Doesn't that seem worth thinking about? Therefore, it's time to start connecting the dots. There are thousands of proofs suggesting the Earth is not a spinning ball of water. It's not just about common sense, it's also about observable facts. Take water, for example. How does water stick to a spinning ball? But if you try to put water on a round object like this apple, it just falls off. It doesn't stick. Therefore, how can water stay on a spinning globe Earth? It doesn't make sense. But it makes perfect sense if we're not living on a spinning ball. We've been told lies for so long, therefore it's time to seek the truth. And the truth is that we live on God's Earth. God's Earth isn't a spinning ball of water, it's something far more stable and intentional. But this is just for your entertainment. Or maybe it's the start of you questioning what you've always believed.
I will call bullshit. You didn't mention no fucking names in that video. It kept bothering me. I'm like, the flat Earth or the globe Earth. I'm like, wait a minute, nigga. Give me a name, nigga. Like, you can't just be like, the court case they lost, and the flat Earth side lost, so the globe side was wrong, and this is God's Earth. I'm like, wait, this is like a Christian promo, nigga. Don't try me with that bullshit.
Flat Earthers tend to be Christian and believe in the firmament or whatever. But
I mean, believe what you want to believe, but damn, give me facts, nigga. With these fake ass, these Russian indoctrined ass videos. Nigga.
It's hard when, for example, when it comes to space, that's all controlled by NASA, and like something like you could just go to space whenever you want it.
Nigga, it's controlled by money, nigga. NASA, you don't have to be. You could not be in NASA and you have your own spaceship. Elon got his own spaceship. He's just rich. We got a poor problem. That's that we poor. We can't. That's why we can't.
I don't think it's that.
Yeah, that nigga could get it if he wanted to with his crazy ass to get on one of the rockets and blast that fucking moon if he wants to. He got the disposable income. He made them rockets cheaper. They perform well, but you see how he hasn't gotten on one yet and gonna take a peek at the moon. But if he wanted to, he fucking could. They have them flights. They're like $100,000. You can go peek at the moon real quick. Look at that shit. You can right back there. You can,
really?
If you have the money for it.
Yeah.
You got $125,000 for 5 minutes of moon peak. Like, no, okay. Well, I guess you can't do it. That's how it is. It's
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, nigga, we have not unlocked the cheat codes yet. I promise you, you can go take a peek at the moon's butthole for about 5 minutes. For like $125,000, something like that. It's literally like a high altitude like plane with a
sure
bubble on the top.
Like a shuttle that goes up really high.
It just like goes. They release it in the upper atmosphere and then it dips out to like where you can see space and you're kind of in it, but you're not like in it. And then you come right back down.
It's like me and with my theory about why we don't go back to the moon. It's like if we had really gone to the moon in the first place, like we would have. There'd be a McDonald's on that bitch by now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would just commercialize everything because this is a world full of capitalism. Like, people like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk would be sending rockets up to that bitch every day, fucking for the low. You know what I'm saying? To their rich friends, the Queen or, fucking Epstein or some motherfucker. Like, that's why I'm not trusting, and I'm a flat earther. I'm not gonna deny it, you know what I mean? But it's whatchamacallit. And for me, science is something that can be observed by everyone. It's something that everyone can recreate. So until we're at the point where everyone can just go to space and see for themselves, we just gonna have to see.
I mean, that's fair. I can't say that they'll get the information from the same people that are able to do it. I can't go do it. You know, I wanted to. I can't like get on to prove it. I can't get on my own spaceship to prove it and shit. You know, but I mean, yeah. I don't know how to segue to this. I think I've seen this before. I'm pretty sure. Yep.
Convince other men that money makes them and these money make men. You said fuck monarchy or any system that takes the people's power, stole free land, stole free men, stole free water, shelter, and sustenance, then said, fuck them. So you can make enough money to buy it back, make me money. So you can make enough money to make me more money. And if you're lucky, maybe you'll end up with some financial freedom. You guys believe in that substantial freedom, that ransom freedom. What y'all don't understand is the ruling class is not a thing of the past, it's an evolved version. And while we bear the burden of being seen as the burden for having the bare minimum, it's white men seen on trillions and white women raising villains to inherit a world we haven't given them, but we've given them. Validating our oppressors by participating in the same system they need us to be complicit in existence is expensive. Our lives are the dividends. And I'm just confused as to how you think politicians serve the best interest. They're just trying to pay off their interest. And if money rules the world, do you really think the government has more control than the people that's paying them? Public servants don't serve the public. Y'all serve the republic. Preserve your own positions. Get paid to talk about problems that people already told you how to solve them, but you think your representatives don't present your voice in their job to speak for you. You think voting matters and you got somebody else voting for you, Hillary. Won the popular vote by 3 million in 2016, and we still got Trump. And the gag is, if we had got Hillary, it would still be because if history has taught us anything, it's that centralized systems of governance don't work because they work and their purpose is always in control, and we let them talk about anarchy like it's about chaos when it's about community, but we can't govern themselves. So we're governed by ourselves, and lie to ourselves that this is better when we aren't even happy. Are you even happy? What you looking for? Stability? Well, I guess death is pretty stable. And I guess debt is a thing we're able to live with when money is what we live for. Aren't you tired of paying people who will return to the earth for things that belong to the earth? Aren't you tired of accepting decrees from people who can control the world? They can't control their greed.
Hell yeah. When she said, yo, are you happy? Like, that shit just cut me to the core. Like, when you start thinking about like life, all the things that we do, all the time that we give up, like, and it's just like, are we even happy? Like, after we sacrifice all these things, like, how do we what's our reasoning to go back and do it again the next day, over and over and over again until we return back to the earth, like, as dust? Like, it's scary. Like, and it takes sometimes like people like that to speak in a way that is so raw and unhinged to break through the illusion that of comfortableness that we've surrounded ourselves in. Like, we're so comfortable in life that's why we don't rebel, we don't revolt again, even though we know that the government's oppressing us. We're like, yeah, no, but I like this place. I like the warmth, the comfort of normality, and you know, we know the world's fucked up. We even to this day, like, that's why Luigi went crazy and did what the fuck he did, and but
there'll be more Luigi. I'm telling you, because people are done with the bullshit. And like the quicker they realize like they should pay people what they're worth, the quicker they realize like this shit will like calm the fuck down. It's only gonna get worse. Like,
yeah, that's the problem. Is if they pay people what they're worth, they won't make that crazy
Small point. Like they have to have
Money,
a limit
like-
on what they can make. It can't be infinitely, oppressive.
No,
People are gonna
it
get
can't.
tired of it.
But can people like Elon Musk control their greed? People like fucking Jeff Bezos, people like Donald Trump, people, who are in that 1%, where the reason they're in that 1% is because they're able to discard their humanity and, profit off the hard work of millions of other people that, while they live cushion lives and fucking do their CEO shits. Like, that's the world and the reality that we live in. And I'm not saying that I hope, like, well, I'm not saying that I don't either. But I was going to say, I'm not going to say, I hope that, billionaires get shot and shit every day until the message gets across, because it's not the world that I want to live in either. But I do understand the plight that of suffering that people are going through and why they are rebelling, because I want to rebel every day. It's just I have things that stop me from doing that. You know what I mean? You don't want to go to jail and miss out on, like your family and getting old and with someone and some shit, like over being a revolutionary and like being that Malcolm X, that Martin fucking, you know what I mean? Like, who wants to be Martin? I mean, he got shot because he was doing what he was doing. Like, people would much rather watch the movie, you know what I mean? Like, than actually be the revolutionary themselves. So, it's a scary world when people. It's not scary because people are starting to wake up and take over and start. It's scary because I wonder how the elite will respond to it. Like, it won't be, with kindness. It won't be with understanding and, oh no, we'll raise the minimum wage and yeah, we'll pay you guys. We'll lower the rent and make it life affordable for you guys. It's never going to be that. You know what I mean? Like, it's so how does the story end? You know what I mean? So that's and not to be bleak. You know what I mean? Like, I do love the human spirit that is able to, like, despite all disadvantages, fight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all for that, especially like because of the legal situation that I went through that I can't talk about. You know what I mean? Like, that was all that I had, was that human spirit that said fight. Like, no, you're not gonna give up. And certainly there was days where, like, it was dark and it was just like, nah, I'm not gonna win. And you know what I mean? Like, but there was that flame inside of me that just would not be put out. And it was like, no, you're not gonna give up. You're gonna keep fucking fighting until the blood, even if you fucking lose, but you're gonna fight until the fucking end, because that's all you can do. And that's what you should do. You come from a line of fucking warriors. Like, and man, I can only imagine, like, my ancestors looking at me fucking like Indians who fucking had to survive off, like, go out and hunt and fucking, yeah, like, and survive, like, territorial battles, fucking, like, motherfuckers trying to take over they shit and they bitches and shit. Like, and here I am fucking cowering down to some fucking man. Like, hell no. If you don't get your ass up and go fucking take this money, go take this white man's scalp. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt. Like, it was like, yo, like, make your ancestors proud. Like, fight for all you got, because that is what all you have left sometimes, is that, like, that spark. So,
Speaking of oppression and slavery, that was a clip about aliens not helping black people during slavery.
So, like, how would, like, for example, like, if aliens did pop up, like, sorry, yeah. If aliens did pop up and start integrating into like society or whatever the fuck, like, don't you think like that would be some part of like the questions, like,
Why did you
like
stop
where were
doing
y'all? Yeah, like during certain, like, what were y'all during slavery, during the Holocaust?
What if they were like, yo, we were frozen, my G? Like, y'all melted the earth, we came out, nigga. Like, there's too little of us before to pop out, show niggas, you know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure we restrain our numbers before we came through, but it's like y'all melted off the last two little ice cubes. That was the majority of the Rodriguez family. They're coming out from the melt, you know what I'm saying? Now they can come out and hang out
Maybe
with
they
all
weren't
of us.
allowed to interview.
Yeah, maybe they have a time frame or a period when they can come back and we reach a certain period of enlightenment or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds like excuses to me.
They may come out and just like maybe they can't get close to us because they're like made of some radiation that would like fry us. Some shit like that. Like that form that we see is like them. And like you seeing all the drones that got next to them, just when they got close and they just die. So maybe it's like that with us. Maybe they can't come up to us because they won't fucking irradiate us. And that's why they're so sensitive to radiation and shit, because it's something that has like similar signature to them.
But then
it's like, that's not me.
What about the abductions and women supposedly getting impregnated by things? Like,
no, I mean, like, there's clearly people come out, you know, popped out and show niggas. Yeah, for real. For real. We came out swinging on niggas like, ah, man. Yeah. All right.
What do you think of it? Because you said it sounds like excuses.
I don't know. Like, aliens have been, if we think about it, like, from historically speaking, they've been here throughout everything. So, like, even back to the crucifixion, these motherfuckers was around probably, right? Like, they even have like a painting where they had like a crucifixion and a UFO in the sky and shit. Like, I think, for example, like I said before, we're Netflix to them. You know what I mean? Like, they get a kick at us seeing the things that we do to each other, how we destroy this world and all this other shit. Like, to them, we're probably like savages and, you know, whatnot, like lower beings. So like, it's just fun to just, you know, watch us and like get that kind of sick, twisted entertaining out of us. Not interacting too much, you know what I mean? Just pop in every once in a while just to like scare a couple motherfuckers and remind them like, hey, we still around, but not really enough to, like, for example, when you think about like the Bible, right? Like in the Bible, they're like, that shit is scattered with all these like supernatural events where people like were seeing these things. And, you know, you look at like the Romans and shit, like what's the girl that got the Medusa? She was just a regular woman. Then she gets raped by Zeus or some shit, and then Zeus's wife gets jealous and curses her or whatever the fuck, and now she's got the crazy snake hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, you know, and they seem to give us shit like knowledge just to see what we do with it. Like, you know, like we're toddlers to them, and, you know, like go play with this fucking little iPad for a bit while we just chill in the back and go fuck or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's like the kind of type of tapes now. I don't know.
System to have some sympathy for these people when they lose their lives. Meanwhile, y'all are on your high horses telling us we need to value these people's lives, that every life is important. They're out here saying stuff like this. And mind you, this is Elon Musk's mom, okay? You know, Elon Musk, the guy who wants to go on the factory now, while you demand that we treat them as regular people, you are conveniently remaining blind to the fact that they see us as nothing more than tools. We are cogs in the machine. They want us to reproduce, to make more cogs, to fit into that machine, to keep it running smooth. They don't care if we're healthy. They don't care if we get to have any downtime. They don't care if we have any money to go out and do anything fun to enrich our lives. They want us to get up. They want us to get ready to go to work. They want us to spend our entire day working, and they want us to go home and do a little quiet, well-behaved dog. But the problem is, we're not dogs. We are people. And until they start treating us like people, we will not treat them like people. Is that clear?
I mean, I think it's a very reckless thing, very irresponsible thing to tell people to reproduce, even if they're poor and cannot afford to do so. You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
crazy.
especially like because of all the things, like for example, taking care of the child, all the things that come with that, you know firsthand financially how draining it is and how much of a stress it places on the parents' shoulders. So for Elon Musk's mom to be like, yeah, fuck on that, keep making these babies, like knowing that like the intention behind it is, yeah, like keep these,
We need
you know,
factory workers.
yeah, like
Keep these robots going.
it's a sick
up.
world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's how they view us, like cattle, to that they could just continuously reproduce in order to get the milk.
Speaking of sick world and viewing, fucking crazy. But is it me or not? But she closed her eyes. She closed her eyes, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think it's some. I don't think this is legit. I saw this too, and I was like, "Wait, she's dead like that with her eyes open?" But then, like when they moved the glass, her eyes
No,
closed. Like,
it says that she opened her eyes
oh,
Yeah.
inside the casket.
well then, that's fucking creepy as fuck.
I mean, there's a condition where people like supposedly they wake up after they've been declared dead, and like that's why people wake up in their graves and fucking, or like at the morgue sometimes, and then like when they're about to get incinerated, like they like shake a foot and fucking they realize that they're like not.
Kind of reminds me of that one movie with Jessica Alba, but it's it was more because it's the anesthesia take those. So it was called Awake.
Well, that would be terrifying. For example, like imagine like if she was still alive and like they just like buried her and like they're just tossing dirt on her and she's just fucking sitting there just watching like,
Can't talk.
oh fuck me, man. Like that would be like the worst way to die. Like just
Well,
be.
yeah, but you're suffocated.
Well, yeah, but not
died
just
twice.
that, but like I hate being like
You double died. You died once when you thought you died, and then you woke up pretty much dead, but then you died. Dying. That sucks ass.
Luckily, I think if you wake up quick enough, the ground isn't hard. It's still soft, so you might be able to.
still 6 feet under. You gotta do a lot.
I don't know. 'Cause
Right.
I don't know if in the funeral homes they actually that's a lot of stuff. They're losing money out on space.
You think the double book in the graves?
Yeah, I do. Yes, I do.
Nah,
Everything's a
nah.
business anymore. No one has any sense of like.
They probably making grave townhouses and shit. Just put 4 on top of one.
Yeah.
Like he around here somewhere. Oh, yeah, he right there. He right there.
I just
Right, how-
3 people.
How is he here? But you spin his homes to tombstone.
cranes.
Somebody else.
Gotta dig them out.
It'd be nice if they like turn me into a tree. I'd be happy with that. You know, just a tree that doesn't get cut down. Don't cut me down. Make paper out of me or some shit. Be mad. Build a house. Somebody, build a toilet bowl right over my dead body and shit. There'd be shitting on me. It would be shitty. That'd be the tree next to the daily water that comes off the house. That'd be bad. So like, put me in a nice spot. I won't get fucked with for a bit.
Okay.
So you can do like an anime clip of like time going by and shit. Like you do, like that kind of. I want to be that kind of tree. I want to be a premier tree. I'm just saying that nowhere in particular.
Fucking, what kind of funeral would y'all want for yourselves?
I don't know.
Like, I hope my funeral is lit. Like, I want people to be
Maybe
like,
not the funeral part, but definitely the after party should be lit.
You mean like the viewing?
No, the whole process. I want niggas lighten up.
Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
I want baddies like fucking in the corner somewhere, just
Twerking
like,
next to the casket.
oh, shut up at me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want my shit to be just like a remembrance of like what my life is like. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want like just like I remember going to granddad's funeral and like just like fucking how sad that was and like I know, but like I don't want it to be. Not mine's anyways.
I mean, yeah.
Like I want somebody to crack like some jokes. You know what I mean? Like standing over my husk. Like
That'd be something you would really want though, because I feel like something you would do.
Kayla definitely will say some like offhand comment about somebody.
Mm. But they didn't even do my brother right. Look, they didn't even get his fade in. Like, I know that. If he would wake up right now, he'd be tight. Like, shoes ain't fresh. Who dressed this nigga? Like,
did the clothes come with the package? What? How you spend $500 on that? What the fuck is that?
Does he look pod ready to you? No, he don't. Right.
All right. On the let's group topics here.
Merry Christmas.
Damn, I don't know what the repercussions were for her.
She's probably retiring, my nigga. Like I would have had to have my papers in or something. She's going out with a chitty bang bang.
Yeah,
nigga.
but if you're not out and they still have to.
I mean, even then though, like when she goes to apply for another job, like they're probably going to make it very hard for her. Like that's what's so hard about making certain commentary that's critical of them people. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. To me, like they're like the trans of the international community. Like you gotta take it easy. Take it easy. You know what I mean? Like don't, or else you're done. You're canceled. Like so it's just like, how do we? Like I don't know how to interact with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just like the trans niggas. Like I'm just not going to interact with you because if I don't know how to interact with you, or if I don't feel like it's safe to interact with you, we just not talking. Like I'm over here and you over there. Like and we just coexist in that way. Like, but I don't know. People don't want to lose their livelihoods. They don't want to put themselves in a position where.
But it sucks that you would have to even be put in a position, you know what I mean, for speaking what is the truth. Like she wasn't, I didn't hear nothing in there that wasn't, her being honest. It's true.
And yeah, definitely. And it's also fucked up because she sacrificed her, 17 years of her life to, to protect people's right to have they were doing. Well, even just being a military member, you know what I'm saying? Like she protected people's rights to have the freedom of self-expression, the freedom of religion, all these rights. It's like, but yet her voice was, stifled and, you know what I mean? Just for her speaking badly about, Israel, and it's like it's bullshit that like even someone who's given 17 years of their lives can't even speak on certain things without facing those repercussions and getting kicked out of a room like that. So I hope God blesses that woman with everything that she needs next year. Make sure she got a good job and is able to provide for her loved ones, because I know that shit is hard to have the courage to stand up and speak, especially in those situations where it's you're surrounded by people who are sponsored for them and bought by the other side.
Yeah. Yep. Speaking of people that stand up, for what reason though? In this case, I don't know. This nigga stabbed his boss at work. I don't know what cause he was standing for or why he was out here stabbing his boss.
I don't know if I don't think he was a vigilante. I think he was just some random dude. He's like, all right, man, you ain't gonna tell me what to do.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's
like, he didn't have a manifesto. He didn't have this prepared. Like,
this nigga look like he's from the streets though.
He didn't have an iconic fashion look.
It looked like if you throw a grill on him and like, you know what I'm saying, hit him with the fade. He looked like Paul Wall, like little cousin or some shit. Like he drops the N-word like with the A, not with the I feel like that's what he looked like to me. I mean, that's what I'm seeing right here.
I don't know, but if you're gonna try to copycat Luigi, you gotta like do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have the
he wasn't thorough enough.
Yeah, he wasn't thorough enough. Like, one, you gotta make sure like you gotta double tap. You don't like just stab one to leave. You gotta like. I'm guessing because the ball survived. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
probably said in the spirit of Luigi.
Dude ended up getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're gonna get arrested, like, make sure you do the job. Like, do the crime, do the time. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do time anyways, make sure the crime fits the time.
Does this have the theme song?
But yeah,
this looks like a Batman scene.
He shot one person. That's it. They're treating him like that nigga Bane. Put the shackles on his feet. That's just like that's a lot of taxpayer dollars going into that whole fucking studio fucking whatever that press release was. But it's just like, for example, if they're complaining that we're sympathizing with this dude and that we're turning him into like some kind of cult hero, they're doing a shit job because they're only adding to it. Like, you can't, that's a fire rollout. Like it's like the Joker too. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, like I see the parallels, but like that dude's gonna have way more fans now. Like, and on top of that, they get the prisoners gave him a nice little taper.
Oh, right.
So now, like, he out there, you know what I'm saying, looking Dominican. Like, all of the baddies is gonna be at the inbox. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I think that it's if they're like trying to not have people copycat and stab their bosses and shit like on their free time, like, this is a poor way of doing that. Like, you don't if you don't want to give this dude that kind of press. Like, you want to give him as minimal press as possible. Fucking have him looking raggedy as shit when he goes to court. You know what I mean? Like, because every move is just like, this dude's gonna go down in history, like as the Robin Hood of the 2024. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. What do you guys think about this fucking rollout? Like, you think it's excessive for one person?
I mean, I counted like at least 15, 20 cops.
It's definitely mad niggas
Definitely a lot of taxpayer money
for no reason. Like, I don't think any of all that, you know.
But do you also see the parallels behind this and Cyberpunk? Like, Cyberpunk, it's a futuristic dystopia where corporations have pretty much taken over, and people hate the corporations and the people that work for them and have no problem, flatlining them. So what I'm saying is, like, based off the public sympathy that he's garnered. Like, I mean, it just shows that we are in that kind of dystopian future already. You know what I mean? Like, this is cyberpunk, and that dude is, to some people, like V. You know what I mean? Like, so, or rather, maybe like a Johnny Silverhand type shit. But you know what I mean? Like, they see him as a rebel, as someone to follow behind. You know, like in Dune when, you know, the white boy got to the desert and all the fucking Palestinians were like, that white boy gonna save us. And it was like, all right, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like,
No, like, let's catch your fade, nigga. Let's see if you got it.
but
You had to murder that nigga. That was pretty bad. Sad. You know?
yeah. This is, I don't know, like, I definitely wonder how this is gonna go on. Like, will he get the death penalty? Will fucking how the trial is gonna go down? Just because, like, again, this is me thinking about the parallels between Joker 2, like with the trial.
If he
being a
like
big
plays
part of it,
around and shit, he's like, eat a dick. That nigga deserves to die. Fuck y'all. Fuck this
like,
country.
man, what if somebody freeze him? What if somebody like attacks the courtroom and fucking freeze that nigga and just like,
I'm gonna say it's Putin. Putin trying to cause chaos. Because that's mad polarizing. Like, imagine that nigga breaks out and then he gets out on the streets like Gotham. He's just out here taking out CEOs and shit with fucking plastic guns against race.
oh yeah.
Feel that. Nigga out here printing machine guns and shit, just shooting niggas up.
But he'll never go to McDonald's again.
Oh no, I can only see it getting worse. If one dude gets away with it or breaks out some shit, it'll be like the Joker. It'll be like that. Bunch of niggas out on the street doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
Ain't safe nowhere, nigga.
That's what I like. It really is turning into like cyberpunk, like just the dystopian future.
It's funny because Nick,
Yeah, I don't know. I think we're fucked in that regard. There's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do, man. People gotta do the people thing. Somebody making fun of Drewski.
Drewski made a video on himself last week. You know, it's funny because you make that video look like a shit, right? And it's like, bro, you're too much of a coward to even come on our show because of your sponsors and brands. But you want to sit here and talk shit about us when we're giving people real advice. I mean, if you took our advice, you wouldn't have wiped up whole ass Ruby Road. That's fucking embarrassing. Dudes put videos out, kissing her and doing vacation, all this other shit. He can sit there and say it was a marketing scheme all day. Bro, still, those were your lips on her, though. They got that girl's a whore.
Damn.
So that's a L. That's a big fucking L. Over here promoting this big fucking thought. Wiping her up. Even if it's for marketing, it's an L.
Yeah, it's not more ready.
So, bro, if you're fat, it's an auto L. I'll take nobody that's serious that's fat. How you trying to tell me, talk shit about me, bro? Talking about enhancers. For most people in the United States, I have your fat ass in the concentration camp because we use concentration diet and exercise.
Damn.
You're sitting here fucking shit about me, bro. I'll say, guys, if you guys are second class citizens in that side, my niggas are third class citizens. Fucking ridiculous.
That is the most fat phobic shit I've ever heard in my life.
God damn.
Juice need to like just roll up and just like sit on him. Like, pause. Like, not like that. Like, not like a Rikishi squat, but you just need to like just smush him after all that shit, because that was a lot of fat hate. Like, I haven't seen someone that like
called him a second class, third class citizen.
You lucky this ain't my country. I have you in a concentration camp with your fat ass.
You be concentrating on diet and exercise. That nigga's fucked up. It's nuts, nigga.
Yeah.
What is this about? This is let's find out.
You say yo to his face?
No.
Yo.
That's me. But now that dude's, he used to be a streamer or something. I guess he had an accident or something, and it caused his face to end up like that.
Oh damn.
And like because of it, like all his streamer buddies abandoned him. So like now when like he had a birthday party a couple of months ago or something, and he invited all his streamer friends like Aiden Ross and all that shit, and nobody showed up but him. And then now he held the toy drive for children's and shit, and again they abandoned him, but just Nico. So it's just like it's fucked up because like we know why they're treating him like that. Like, and it's just like sometimes we just need to be a little more human. You know what I mean? Like Sneeko. Like, I mean, like people will say he's controversial, this and this. And yeah, he is all those things. But like, he's also a human being who, can show kindness to someone else, like, and in their most desperate time and need. And sometimes, people like need that. We don't know how much people need that shit sometimes. Like, especially somebody that is going through it their whole lives, or like, born with like a certain handicap, or fucking, going through some shit because like they just had an accident or whatever the fuck. Like, and sometimes they're in a dark place, and you know what I mean? Like, especially like that dude I was talking about last week, the military guy that the grenade blew up or something in his face, and he has no nose and no, like, the dude looks like a skull. Like, I'm sure wherever he goes, he terrorizes children. Like, and it's sad, but I mean, like, it's just like, that's just what it is. Like, not joke. That wasn't meant to be a joke. Like, but I thought, thank you for your service. That was a joke. But whatchamacallit? Like, it's sad because like that person, like, they experience like that treatment from society. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said like I'd be off the cliff. Cause like I couldn't handle like being treated, being shunned like that, being like,
Get sucked dick.
Yeah, like, and so to see that guy, like, that guy used to be a streamer. You know what I'm saying? He used to have all kinds of people in his chat, hanging out with Aiden Rosses and all that other shit all in the mix, to now like just be completely like isolated and have just like one person show up for you like that consistently. That breaks my fucking heart. I've met people all like throughout my life that, like, whether they were a little on the spectrum or something, or I remember this one guy in church. He was like on a wheelchair. He had he was definitely on the spectrum. I just don't know what to call it.
Yeah,
because I won't call it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the only word I know for it.
Special needs, nigga. Special needs, physically disabled. Like, what was it?
Yeah. No, like, but that's why I'm saying, like,
You have to edit all that shit out.
probably. But
Yo.
listen to what I'm trying to say though. It's
coming from a good place now.
No, man, we gotta show them people love, yo. Like, for real. Like, we gotta give them their hugs and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, and not treat them any different, and show them all the love in the fucking world, because, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't ask for that. Some people were born with under certain circumstances. Some people have freakish accidents. Whatever the fuck the case may be, whether an IED blows up in your fucking face or fucking whatever the fuck, man. Like, people still need affection and
And love.
fucking, you know what I mean? Like,
And kindness and good things.
Yeah.
I agree.
like, the jokes are easy. You know what I mean? It's easy to make fun of them. Fucking
IED blow up in the face just killed me at that point. I'm sorry. I don't want to know. I can't even play Call of Duty now, goddamn, because everything that explodes makes you, I wouldn't want to live with that kind of trauma where it's just constant and,
well, not just that, but
I'm
like,
fucked up. Like, nah.
I know I'm gonna be snoring something crazy if I ain't got no nose. Like, I'm just straight inhaling. Like,
No, it's the other way around.
I don't.
You're probably not gonna have no legs if you get blown up by IED if you survive.
I don't know, man. But
Get the strap. Maybe the shrapnel hit you in the face. You knock your face off like that. But
like, the one dude, he got shot by his girlfriend. I remember. I follow him on Facebook.
She was taking headshots.
Nah, I don't know if she was upset with him or something, but she shot him in the head, and like, he lost like the ability to walk and all that. He can't talk. He can't or maybe not he can talk, but like his brain's all fucked up, and like now he's on like a road to recovery to like go back to being normal. You know what I mean? Or like the boxer Preacher Cologne, when he got the rabbit punches punched in the back of the head, like he pretty much like became like a vegetable type shit. Like, I mean, it's fucking tragic. You know what I mean? Like, and now he's slowly built himself back up. He still can't communicate too well and all that other shit. But like, he's at least mobile now. But it's a hard suffering for them. You know what I mean? Like, and every time I see him, I hate seeing people suffering. That's one of the, like, no matter what situation, whether it be Palestinians or fucking, you know, people with handicaps, I feel like I'll be seeing old people walking, crossing the street, and like their back be all like folded up. They be looking like a lowercase f, and fucking, I'd be just like, damn, man, bendito. I wish I could just like fix them, and I can't. You know what I mean? Like, and it'd be sad because it'd be like it could be like an old white guy, and like I know he probably like was racist or shit back in his heyday, but in that moment, I don't see that. I just see an old white guy that can't fucking walk. You know what I mean? I just be like, bendito. Like, it's just the way that like my heart works. Like, I can make jokes. Don't get me wrong, but the kindness still has to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't ever want to change that about myself. But
that crippled the conversation. Yeah, so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can understand that. See, they go through a lot, being all, you know.
Like, imagine being crippled and like now, like for example, right? If tomorrow I was crippled and I was in a wheelchair,
terrible. But I heard you've been disabled. Proceed.
I'm just saying, like if tomorrow I was crippled, right? Like, you know how hard it is when you bag a bitch?
Nigga, you
like, I'm just gonna be pulling up, skirt. Hey, what's up, baby? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the same no more.
Depends on how crippled
like,
you are, yo. Like, you might be super crippled where you can't even roll the arms. You just gotta blow in that tube thing.
Yeah, nah.
He said, nah, I ain't trying to be that crippled, nigga.
Off the cliff.
You can take my leg, but don't take my whole top half. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's just like on a superficial level.
I would hate to be like almost completely crippled, but not completely. I just got like control of my right arm. Like, that's it. I'll be so fucking mad all the time.
That's the only thing you can move.
Yeah. Niggas put out their left and shit to shake my head. I'll be mad, like, fucking asshole. You know, I can't do this shit. Fucking dick. Everything, yeah. Or if it was the other way, it was like your right hand and you're not dominant, but everything that you use is like right oriented. Yeah. I mean, mad as fuck. You're like, yeah. Weird driving and shit. You're like trying to work it out. And the sticks in the middle, so now you gotta go like this. Like, oh, that would suck dick, yo.
I've seen a video that, videos I kind of like watching, like the chiropractic videos, where it'll be like some dude that got like a whole like lump on his fucking back, and they'll be like, all right, I got this for you. Man, they had this one lady, yo, I swear to God, bro, they put her down to 1 HP. It's like, she came in, and she had this big ass like lump on her like side, and the chiropractor was like, "Oh yeah!" Like he saw lump and got excited. He was like, "I know exactly what we're gonna do here." Like started like doing some maneuvers and shit, and then he cracked it on one, and when she cracked it, like her tongue came out, and she was just like, and she was just like, "Oh!" Like she made this noise. I was like, "God damn!" He's like, You good? She's like, all right, let's go do this. I was like, he didn't even give her a break.
Like, do it again.
Crack, crack. And then they got like this one where they put this like strap around your neck, and then they fucking just tugged. And they had this Benito, this fucking old lady on that bitch, and they just put this strap on it and just, and you hear this like sound just like that, just like fucking somebody just and she just goes, oh. He's like, yeah. He's like, she
like
couldn't
it.
even move for like a split second, and she just like sitting there just. I was just like, yo, like
It'd be funny if he was like, feel the growth, feel the well-being. It hurts a little bit, but it feels good, don't it? Don't it feel good? I think you broke my fucking neck there.
You're like,
if you have a problem, just tell our support. We'll get back in 2 to 3 business days.
That's what it's scary about going to a chiropractor because I remember when I went to the one in Orlando, they fucked my shit up. Like they had me on my side and they were like, all right, we're gonna do like this, and then it's just gonna like, like release or whatever. And then he just like went, but like it didn't make no noise, like it didn't pop or nothing. And he's like,
oh, wrong spot. My bad.
And still nothing. I'm like, you can stop now. He just like, he's like, no, we're gonna find that spot. I'm like, no, there ain't no spot. Ain't no spot. Like, it hurts.
Nigga, I saw this shit on Google. Let me fuck that and get the number.
We're gonna get that spot out. I'm like, no, we not. Like, yo, bro, I gotta drive. Like, I gotta shift at Chipotle after this, nigga. Like,
my insurance only covered two field thrusts, and that's it.
When I was sitting there at work, yo, I was trying to chop up some chicken, and I could just feel like my whole neck and my back was just fucked up, and I was just like, oh my god, I gotta work another 6 hours. Like, oh my god. I was like, yo, cancel all my chiropractor's appointments. I was like, yo, y'all got me fucked up. I'm never coming back. That shit was not
one and done, nigga. Fuck that.
This is like especially like with chiropractic care and stuff like that. Like you want to feel like you're trusting the right person because like I mean that's your body, like how it aligns. Put one thing in the wrong place, you know what I'm saying? Like yeah, like now, especially me, like I'm too vain, right? So like. For example, well, my biggest fear is like to be like giving a girl some back shots and then like my hip just like locks like just like but like audibly loud where you like where it just sounds like an old like rusty fucking F-150 or some shit. Like I don't want to be that. Like I don't want like my back to go out like in mid stroke. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want that old man shit isms like to hit me at this age. So like for me, like I'll like when you put yourself in like certain doctors' cares like so that doesn't happen to you, and instead like now you're oh my god, you remember one time they had me on like a machine like a where it stretches you out like it looked like the wheel of not the Wheel of Fortune but the Price is Right, Joe. You know how like that wheel that you ding, 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 they put you on that bitch and like it stretches you out like they strap up your arms and then they strap up your legs and then it's kind of just like oh my god when I got off that bitch they were like all right go ahead and check out with the receptionist. I was like hell I can't move. They're like yeah no I'm not all right at all. I can't walk. I was like,
did it hurt?
Yes. Like, but it just felt like so much pain, like my sciatic or whatever. Because when I get that pain there, I flush down through my legs. You know what I'm saying? Like up my spine. So like, it was so fucking intense that like for that split second, like I really could not get up to walk. Like I was just like, I need a breather. Like. Let me warm up the transmission and then fucking we'll drive. But like,
even like I heard on like a radio or something a while back that this girl went to get her treatment and they fucked her up, or now she's
quadriplegic.
Mm-hmm. So it's like now she has to live the rest of her life and fucking not being able to move in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
You trust the doctor to know what he was doing, and like that's one of the things that you don't. If there's anything you don't want to fuck up, it's your fucking spine. Because that shit affects so much. You're moving in your arm, you're moving in your back, everything.
Yeah.
So it's like that could fuck up your brain. Like that's
So-
something that you.
Last week I was at the VA because I had to get all the vaccinations and do a blood draw for school and shit. Motherfucker, like, missed my vein mad times. Like, and he just kept like just jabbing my like, but without moving taking the needle out, just kept just moving it around, like scraping in my arm and shit. And I'm like, bro, if you don't fucking find the spot, like, I felt like, you know, like when a girl gotta tell a dude like how to hit it type shit. Like you're like I gotta get this motherfucker instructions. I was like, you see the vein right there, like get a supervisor. Then guess who I ran into? That bitch ass motherfucker went and did my vaccination the other day.
Oh no!
So then when he went and did my vaccination, the first one, I don't know where he put that motherfucker, but that bitch started throbbing. Like it felt like it just went whoop, like it just swole up for a second, and I could just feel my arm just go. And I was just like, nigga, what did you hit? Like, he's like, you okay? Are you all right? No, my arm's not supposed to throb like that. Like I've gotten all kinds of vaccines before. I've like, it's never had that reaction. He's like, yeah, I never seen that either. I was like, all right, man.
I swing left when I should have swing right. My bad, my nigga. I'm sorry. You got the vaccine still. It's just in the wrong
And
spot.
it sucks because, like, to become a doctor, to become a nurse, you have to do these things on patients for, like, their like, interns and shit. But it's like, I'd be scared as fuck to have, like, I had a procedure done and the doctor was like, you want to let, I'm like, hell no. Ain't nobody going to be, no, we're not doing that. But like I said, it sucks because that's the only way they learn. So it's like,
yeah, nah. And the thing is, like, I wonder sometimes, like, if for certain jobs, like even like when we to sell your blood type shit, those motherfuckers, like, they just hire them off the internet. Like, it ain't like they the most capable of people
no,
that they be at.
No, they can't legally. Like, if you don't have the people that take your blood pressure and shit, but the people that put like any sort of needles in your arm, they have to be licensed nurses or something like that.
I'm sure they have certain requirements, but I also remember that in Florida there was a whole wave of people that had gotten their nurses license without being actually qualified for it, and it felt like it at that place because like they fucked my arm up. But I don't know, man. Like I it's just hard to sometimes trust in shit that's like cheap or like free. So like the VA, you know what I'm saying? Like thank you for giving me free shit all the time, but also like I don't trust it sometimes because it be some free shit. You know what I mean? Like nurses that don't know how to inject fucking, you know, how to draw blood or give fucking vaccines and shit. It's free, but like you might get a scraped arm or two. You know what I mean? Like fucking, it just sucks that like it'd be like that. Like for certain things, like I wish you could have top of the line service. You know what I mean? Like if you need a kidney, like
anything that has to be medical, you should have top of the line.
Oh yeah.
Work out that way, unfortunately.
Not in America, and that's why like Luigi did what he did. Obviously, to harp back on that, but you know what I mean? Like it sucks. It definitely it's a flawed system, and it's to our detriment because you know as we get older, we have more ailments that we suffer from, and you know what I mean? Like we just hope that people take care of us and we have the right, you know, proper treatment for that shit. But sometimes you can't afford it. And that's just the way the world works. So you gotta get your monies up. Or like Joe Biden would say, sell a brick. You know what I mean? But
sell a brick or hit a lick.
What?
Hit a lick. Just rob somebody.
But anyways, think that's pretty much it for today. You guys got any closing things that you guys want to tell the public?
Merry Christmas, what is it? Happy Hanukkahs.
All those happy holidays.
No, I don't celebrate them shits.
Yeah, but You might have viewers.
That do, yeah. Happy holidays.
I don't want viewers that
Merry
celebrate.
Christmas.
I'm just joking.
There.
Israel, don't come for me.
Well, happy holidays.
Happy holidays, people.
Hopefully you don't have to work.
Hopefully, and don't shoot people in the back. It's not cool. Generally speaking,
Make sure y'all get some. If ladies, if y'all got bald tires, fucking replace them.
before you
'Cause
die,
Like the snow is gonna require some fresh fucking tires.
some grip.
So
bitch.
you know what I mean? Like if you ain't got you a man, like at least like take care of yourselves. Check your cars, make sure everything's in working order. You know what I mean?
As a man, but okay.
Hmm?
I don't know what they gotta do with having a man. Bro.
Because the guy always peeps that shit. Like when
Uh-huh.
girls, you know what I mean? Like got the check engine light on and they're about to drive the fucking car straight into a fucking oil seizure because they ain't fucking changed that bitch. You know what I mean? Like the dude will peep that and be like, nah, bitch, change the oil. Like right before you dry up. Nah, bitch, change them tires. Nah, bitch, do that. Like
It's a map, bitch.
sometimes you gotta let these bitches know, like you are this close to death. Like
Could also utilize Google as well. You don't have a dude, to, so.
of course, I mean, that's what you shouldn't have to rely on the guy. So check your tires, check your fluids, make sure you're all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before the snow gets here, because we all know people don't know how to fucking drive in the snow. Keep an eye on the people, you know what I mean? Especially the little ones and people's pets, because, you know what I mean? I don't want Lassie under the tires. But have a happy holidays, and we'll see you guys next year.
2025.
It's going to be a brand new year, and we got big things coming our way. So,
Big things.
highly offensive.